Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Ethan the Artisan.
I'm BrickingUpBrad.
And I'm Matt Mellish.
And we are the Stud Buds. I don't think I was glitchy, so that was great. But welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today we have an excellent show where we'll be talking about some new sets and a whole bunch of other things. Sadly, Zane is not here with us. He had an emergency, but you never know. He might pop in maybe here and there. But
for the record, he's perfectly fine. Just some stuff he has to get done before tomorrow. That's like a deadline. So
he got distracted and did something. I don't know. But welcome, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. But man, there's this one set. But before we talk about that set, let's just talk about how everyone's week was. How was your week, Mr. BrickingUpBrad?
You know, my week has been amazing. I did get more CMFs as usual. I actually found some in the wild for once.
The wild.
Found question.
Yes.
Before you give the story, I just want to know how much money have you spent on Series 24 in total?
25 there. I think I have about
how many figures? We can do the math.
I don't know. That's the hard thing because I have a bunch of them in a box right now because I want to open up a ton of them at once. Because I think I will say though, my Black Falcon army, like my Falconers, I'm trying to get like 18 of them and then be done. Like I don't want any more than like 18. The Orcs, I'm trying to literally get as many as I can. And honestly, I might buy up Black Falcons just to take up to Lego conventions and like get to trade to my friends who never got a chance. But I don't know yet. So for me, I've got a bunch and I've gotten 5 classic spacemen and a couple odd ones. I've also bought in 2 referees because I have a coworker who recently found my content and saw the referee and was like, that's super cool. And so I was picking up some CMFs and I got him the referee because he's a huge soccer fan. Gotcha. And then my boss's son, I also got, because my boss is a huge soccer fan, I got him a referee too. So I've spent a decent amount. But yeah, I actually went to Target and found some felt up, found 3 Falconers, which was really cool to add to the group. So I think I actually almost have my 18 now, but I'm getting close. The other thing is I got a bunch of Alien Conquest because I'm on a space high right now where I'm realizing there's a part of me that I kept hidden because I used to love Lego space themes like Space Police 3, Mars Mission, and even Alien Conquest. And I recently found this lot for 115 and it came with this awesome vehicle, which this is honestly a really sick set. It came with this little set here. Which was really cool. This is the only one that's missing a few parts. And then it also, I didn't realize this when I bought it. It came with 2 of these, this like little like alien fighter with like some ADU units. And then the one reason that I actually got the set, which is a set that's going for a lot, is this set right here. I think this and the helicopter are 2 of the coolest sets out of that whole line. So, and they're all kind of like this military kind of cool style. So I got them. Also got a shipment of CMFs in from Whoppy Bricks on Bricklink. So I did get a couple of the Black Tron figures and a few other CMFs
Those
from
are really
other
cool.
older waves. Yeah, these ones are super cool. And for those who don't know, I think I can confirm this Friday night. I will be releasing every space CMF ever made. I want to give a big shout out to Troubles Bricking or Dana because he's found out I'm doing a lot of space stuff, and he has all these amazing photos that he's taken of his stuff. And he's letting me use them for the video. So I got to give him a big shout out for that.
He was awesome to meet in person. Yeah. He's an awesome guy.
So, yeah, I mean, I know you got to meet him in person. And he's been super awesome to me on chill. And I just want to give him a huge shout out because of that. But yeah, and then on top of that, I did do a bunch of content, and I actually just got off a stream talking about Rivendell on my YouTube channel with Maticus Brick. So if you want an even more in depth from 2 huge Lord of the Rings fans, I recommend going check them out.
I got to see him this weekend too. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, Ethan, you want to talk about how amazing your weekend was? No, we're not gonna let you, okay? Because it's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, let me talk about my crappy week first, and then you can talk about your amazing.
Yeah. Go on, Matt. Go on. Yeah.
No, actually, my week wasn't too bad. Are you done, Brad? Talking about yours?
Yeah, I mean, I just worked on content all weekend and built those small sets. So.
Yeah. Also, for those who are counting, 18 times 5 is 90. Just want to put that up there.
Lex, I can't even do that.
Okay. But in all fairness, it's been a couple of weeks.
I know. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you because every week you come back with more and more, and like even for like me who buys large sets, you forget, and you buy them too. Like, you forget how much you've actually spent in total, little by little, and how much what the
So
grand scheme is.
I get paid every 2 weeks about, and also on top of that, what was it? I buy about 4 of each a week. So I don't know.
It adds up quick. It's
It
crazy.
does, but like the thing is, there's CMFs in over a time frame. So if I'm like, and there's been a couple weekends
Or
where I haven't
you're
thought about it.
done,
So
like you're saying as well.
yeah.
So it makes sense.
I-
You're more
okay, this is my
gifts.
thing. This is what I think. Someone got mad at me and sent me a message and was like, "Well, I would have left more for some kids." Blah blah blah. This is what I'm gonna tell you guys right now. The boxes are coming next. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the ones I want. This is the last time I could possibly maybe army build a CMF castle figure that I really want. And those
Lego isn't
orcs,
a kid's toy anymore.
no, it isn't. And we're about to prove that with the next set coming up here soon.
Okay.
But in my opinion, it's just like, yeah, I could leave them for other people, which I do. I like when I go to this Lego store, I only get a couple.
You leave a couple.
And I only buy 2 because they get a full case in, so that's 6. I get 2, they save 4. Like I do leave it for other people, but to me right now,
I
there's
think as
just-
long as nobody's going to the Lego store and complaining and saying, "Where's my archers?" I think you're fine.
yeah. But to me, like I'm trying
There
to
are
buy.
other Lego stores.
I'm actually gonna this
got
next
Brad location, all the other ones.
It's true. I will say in the next few weeks, I do want to go and literally hit up every store that I know who has them and see if I can actually find some orcs in the
All
wild.
right.
But,
Well, no, we're just making fun of you, Brad.
I know.
All power to you. Look, it's rare to get some castle stuff, so it's
Sure.
nice when a fan of that can get their hands on it.
Exactly.
So this week, my project was to finish the Sanctum Sanctorum, which I finally
Nice.
completed. I did a little YouTube live stream over on my channel. Got some people tuning in for that. I did TikTok at the same time, so it was kind of a simulcast. But I really like this set. I really, really do. As a big Marvel fan, the architecture, the level of detail on the inside, the features, it's really cool. My gripe is that there are a lot of stickers that are integral to the model itself, and that takes away from the value for me.
Mm.
Do I think it's worth $250?
If you're filthy rich, yes.
If you're a big Marvel fan, but ultimately
Or if
anymore,
you're looking for like if you don't have all the modulars and you want one more.
right? If you're a big modular fan, yeah. My recommendation for any Lego fan nowadays is to never pay full price for an item, because
And
you
go
can always
to Zavi.
and go to Savvy.com where you can actually save 10% on this set using code Matt at checkout. Be sure to use my affiliate link. But no, that's why I do that though. That's why I have my affiliate links, so I can actually help people save, and then I get something back in return, of course. But ultimately, you don't have to pay full price for any Lego set anymore if you're willing to be patient enough, and depending on if it's going to sell out or if you want to gift with purchase. So I would highly recommend waiting until double VIP points for this or the set we're going to talk about later, because I think it's hard to justify spending over $200 for a Lego set, just in general. But if it's something that you really want, something that you really care about, go for it. All power to you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more live streams over on YouTube, more builds like that. So definitely go and subscribe if you haven't yet. But that's really all I did building wise. I did like a little sorting here and there on TikTok live as well. But I have a lot of stuff to get to content wise for reviews that I will be building shortly. So there's more to come. Ethan, how was your week?
I went to Atlanta BrickCon. It was great. Let's talk about
nice.
that new set.
All right, moving on.
But man, Atlanta BrickCon was great. It was awesome. So many people, like you wouldn't believe how many people like there were, because this was the first convention that we went as Lego Masters, me and Dom, and we took there. You couldn't imagine how many people wanted. Like,
Wait, you were on
pictures, and
Lego
it was-
Masters?
It was amazing.
What?
I was like, I was the guy that you disliked on the.
You were the villain.
Yeah, that whole subreddit feed got very nice all of a sudden.
Yeah. But man, the whole experience was awesome. One thing that was kind of cool is they had like each in like the little goodie bag. You had 3 little tickets that in one of the little ceremonies they did a little raffle, and out of my 3 tickets I won twice, which was really cool. I was like the only person to win twice, but I once I found out I went twice. I gave it to a little kid, and it's like, you go get it, and
Aw.
give it to a little kid. So that was fun.
What did you win?
And what?
What did you
Oh,
win?
yeah, I got this one. This is the
Oh.
little. This one, pretty cool. Perfect.
You could have
army
given
builder.
the other one to me.
I could have. It was the Marvel one too. No, it was a UCS Millennium Falcon. No. But that was fun. Also, got to hang out with so many people. Let me see if I remember everyone. Noah, H2 Brick Chef, Dom, Jillian. Let me see. Maticus
Ant
Bricks.
Bandit.
Ant Bandit. Yes, he was so awesome. He'll be
Wow.
yes on the 20th.
Well, wait. Yeah. We're going to quickly speak of that coming up here in what is it, 2 weeks or
2
20th?
weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
We're gonna have Ant Bandit on. You guys definitely want to come for that one. That's gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
oh,
We're gonna talk about a lot of cool stuff that he does. So,
But there are so many amazing people. I got to like meet Mark. I guess see Martin Bricksnaps again, which was super cool. But there's a lot of like fun inside jokes and all that, which are hilarious. But yeah, great. I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm missing out. Let me see if I can
Ethan?
remember anything.
Ethan, there's a big question that we have again every time.
Uh-oh.
Did you find love at
Oh,
Atlanta BrickCon?
Atlanta BrickCon. Let me tell you something. There was a big reveal that showed me that love was real, and it was a set that we'll be talking about very shortly. But speaking of that particular set, I got some minifigs. I got this guy.
that has nothing to do with
What
that
was the
particular
segue? What was the
I
segue?
got this guy. And speaking of that set, I got these guys.
which are now irrelevant because
No. And now for breaking news. I got Boromir for $25. That's awesome.
Are we
it's actually
sure
not bad.
week was over? It sounds like he has more to say.
Well, he put the segue in there, so that's all I'm saying.
Ethan, it sounds like you had a fantastic
It was
week.
fun. Mhm.
I really wish I could have been there. I had some FOMO. But
Yeah.
ultimately, Chicago, Virginia, there's some big stuff coming up. Along with a big reveal that happened today. But before we get to that reveal, I also just want to say a big shout out to all of you. And I want to know how
Yeah.
your week is. So let us know in the comments below. Hello, Breaking Down Mike. What is up, Orcish? What's up? This one guy at stake. Hello, Lisa. Yes, Ethan did have an amazing weekend. Dude, Jude. Hello there.
What's up, dude? Jude.
Moto, hello. Well, thank you guys for dropping in. Appreciate it. If you have any thoughts about the news that we're going to be discussing in a second, let us know and we might react to your comment. But of course, without further ado, we have Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell. And this model has 6,167 pieces, releases March 5th, 2023 for VIP members, and then on the 8th for everybody.
Okay,
It's
hold
a
up.
beautiful set. I just want to run through it.
No, yeah, sorry, no. Yeah.
It's a beautiful set. Retails for $499 US, so 500. It's got a lot of different sections that it can be broken up to. Different foliage. You have the main structure, a gazebo that sits by the water.
You can recreate your favorite Lord of the Rings
Look
scene
at
in
that
it.
Look at that.
It
new
comes
fern
with-
piece.
We'll get back through this in a second.
Okay.
Has 15 minifigures. 9 include the Fellowship of the Ring. What do you guys think?
Well, first off, I think this is a huge comment from Orcish Bricks. Rivendell and I are meant to be. It's literally coming out my birthday. And if you guys don't know, he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan who I'm pretty sure owns most of their sets. So, dude, that is awesome. Congratulations. That I feel like it's meant to be. It's like me in the Forest Guard hideout. So, but going into this, I think this is an amazing set. I think I'm really excited as a Lord of the Rings fan, as someone who's a fan of fantasy. I think this is a really good set, but I don't think this is Rivendell. This is the Council of Elrond. That is what this set is, and I think no one can fake it anymore. This is the Council of Elrond. That is what the set focuses on. It focuses a lot less on Rivendell itself and more on that. So personally, that's my opinion on it. That's not a bad thing for the record, but I feel like you got to look at it more through that lens than that it's Rivendell.
Why are you suggesting that?
Okay, so for me, when I hear Rivendell, I think, hey, we should be seeing a
Rivendell?
lot.
Rivendell.
That Rivendell, we should be seeing a lot less of the Fellowship and a lot more elves. We should be seeing a lot more of Rivendell itself, because there's a lot to offer there. And I feel like they just took all the scenes that have to do with the council and, some side scenes and then smushed them together in a set. Like, you can't look at Rivendell and see all of this. It's like, it's very much like, hey, you really like this scene. It got the vibe of Rivendell. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, hey, you like this scene, you like this scene, you like this scene. And they just kind of took those parts and put them together and in a good way. And it looks amazing. I'm just personally saying, I think that this is more focused on that Council of Elrond.
What would you have rather had? Like a village, like stuff we hadn't seen in necessarily the films as in depth?
I mean, if you, I don't know, maybe like a Lord of the Rings or Hobbit video game was a good thing of just showing like
I wanted to see the dwarves and the Hobbit just taking off their clothes and jumping in like that, swimming in that fountain. Do y'all remember that little scene?
No,
you haven't seen the extended version of the Hobbit?
I have.
You missed it then.
I don't remember that scene.
I have not seen the extended edition. I will be upfront with you all. I have only seen Lord of the Rings like one time the whole way through because it is a commitment. And I wasn't into it as a kid. I was more into Star Wars and Marvel. And then over time, my friend made me watch The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. That's why I'm not as like much of a fan of those franchises. I know about them, but I'm not as tied to them from a nostalgic perspective.
Yeah. And I think that's fine. Like, I do agree, like Olakin. I think elves, less council would have not sell as well. But I think you're wrong. I think a lot of people are just deprived for Lord of the Rings and want fantasy / castle stuff. So
would this come with like all the fellowship? I think this is what Lord of the Rings mock builders and fans of Lord of the Rings wanted to see all the figures because they're so expensive. Lord of the Rings back in the day wasn't really known for their sets. They were known for their minifigures, and that's why it was important to have all of the minifigures that were needed and not just random elves.
I feel like this set is the ultimate collector, like Lord of the Rings set. It's like, hey, you get all your characters because it used to be so hard to get all these, like the different members of the Fellowship. So, because you have to get multiple different sets, or I'm pretty sure added up close to 500 or so. I don't remember. But you get them all in a beautiful looking set, which like for a fantasy thing, it's very hard to make a fantasy set without a ton of gray in it. And they did a really good job of implementing other colors in. So like, to me, this is going to look beautiful in my background. Like that's going to go maybe like right there. Move that little piece of junk. Because Helm's Deep has nothing compared to this set. I think personally, this is, if you look at the minifigures, if you look at the detailing, if you look at what building, they even like have that building style where you have two studs and they stick a piece in between it, like flat. They have that. And it's to me, you can see it on that tree right there. This set is an 18 plus display set. Like there's no play features. There's this is an adult set, if that makes sense.
Yes. Well, and I agree with Ethan. I think this is what Lord of the Rings should be in Lego. Like this is an accurate representation of how to create a great display piece from that franchise. I love it. I think it's a beautiful set, even as someone who's not intrinsically tied to the story. My biggest issue, this might be a hot take, it is more of a mock to me than a set. And I don't know if you would agree, Ethan, with that point, but
I agree, but I like it.
Yeah. Well, this feels like the blacksmith. This feels like, there's other sets that it feels very much like this came out of like Lego Ideas almost. Yeah. Which again, I think this is the quality stuff that you should be getting for paying for 500 in a way. Yeah. Now, I definitely agree. I think it's like, no, look, there's stuff that I love about the castle, about more, or like other stuff that I've gotten that's a little more simplistic than this. But I think this is the quality, like, if you're paying over, even 200, you should be getting a solid set with good printing, good minifigures, good. And they made all these great new sword weapon pieces for this set too, which someone made a great point in my stream. I think we're going to see those in D&D sets, like the D&D set coming up. Like, I think those would be the next time we might see those. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a great way of doing it. So,
Moto
and it's also
agrees.
modular.
It's glorious and targeted at adults. It's what Lord of the Rings collectors would want.
Exactly. And it's also targeting that audience outside of Lego fans. I think that's a big part of this too.
Mhm. And
Right?
I don't get big sets. I will get this. This is like I will.
I
get
was
this.
gonna ask you that, Ethan, because
Mhm.
you are a big Lord of the Rings fan. I think you might be the biggest out of you and Brad are some of the biggest out of the four of us. I can't speak for Zane. He's not here. But because I remember you always bring up Lord of the Rings, Ethan. So I'm shocked that you're willing to pay $500 and dish out
Me
that.
and I've already talked with my brother, and he's gonna get two, and we're going day one, both get it.
You're both get the set and share it in the same house.
Yeah.
Well, I was joking,
Wow.
Ethan. I was like with Manicus, I was like, I wonder if you get two of them, you could put them back to back and like make a full on building. Like,
Oh, that would be cool.
I think you would have to mock it up a bit to
Yeah.
get it, but it kind of looks like you could technically put two of them together, which would have been really cool if they'd actually made it. Yeah, I think that's honestly.
You might have to sell a kidney, Ethan, to be able to pay for it. Now, are you gonna steal pieces off of it, or are you gonna leave it built?
Only thing is probably just the swords and the fern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fern piece,
I
man.
have a feeling that fern piece, Manicus brought up a great point. I think when I did a live stream with him, I think those are going to come back in Jurassic Park sets.
That would be
Mm.
great. Hopefully
There's
they're
so
on
many
bricks and
different
pieces
uses.
or some way, because it's a nice looking piece with anything jungle related.
Yeah.
See, I think something to me that I really want Lord of the Rings to capture, Lego Lord of the Rings to capture at some point, is Lord of the Rings in the movies had such amazing scenes of like buildings, like full finished buildings. Like if you look through Rivendell, there's some beautiful stuff. Like even looking at like Rohan or Gondor or just like some of the finished buildings. Lego Lord of the Rings doesn't like something I love about the 90th anniversary castle is it you can look at it no matter what way and it's finished.
Yeah.
And I think Lord of the Rings doesn't finish off their sets. It's always got that open back or something. Like
Yeah.
Helm's Deep is the worst of it in my opinion. Like that even is a solid finished off set. I would love at some point for Lord of the Rings to do that because I think that's I don't know. I appreciate that about a set. I think I've noticed that more and more as I get older. I appreciate when a set is completely like, no matter what way you look at it, no matter what way, like you don't have to display it.
That's
in a
why you
certain
think
way.
like this is a mock because it's just awesome.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, this one isn't even finished.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's that huge back end. Like it looks really good from the front, but I think I don't know. So I'm not going to take over this whole thing, but yeah.
I think that see a Lego set varies from a mock because
a mock when you finish.
It's geared to other people to be able to build it, and it allows you to enjoy it. It allows anybody to enjoy it. It allows multiple age ranges to have fun constructing it, and it has the durability. Mocks are very fragile usually, as Ethan would know, and they don't stay together very long for that reason, right? This you can enjoy on a shelf for years to come, and then if you do want to, I know it doesn't have play features, but you can walk a minifigure around in it and enjoy playing with it from that perspective, which even we as adults do.
Oh yeah, I mean, another part of it is like I have a ton of elves from. I mean, not a ton, like maybe like I don't know. I have a bunch from other stuff, and I can put my elf figures in here, like, and that's going to be something I can actually do. So,
yeah.
And I think with Rings of Power that just came out, like a lot of attention just got back on Lord of the Rings, and I think after everyone saw the brickheads and kind of threw up in their mouths just a bit, people are really excited to see this. Like,
oh yeah.
I think compared this puts every other Lord of the Rings set to shame in a way.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Tower of Orthanc is pretty good,
but I think even this still puts that one to shame.
Oh yeah.
I think Orthanc is cool, which technically you could buy Orthanc for the same price you're getting this for.
Oh yeah.
Right now. So just so saying. Yeah. But yeah, I think this one, I think it's really cool, and I'm excited to get it. and I really can't wait to have it on a shelf because it's going to look so different from
Mhm.
everything, in my opinion. I think this is so colorful compared to other stuff we've been getting lately that I don't know. I'm really excited for this one.
Ethan, what were you gonna say before?
Oh, wait. With a mock, you can kind of build it to where you like it, where you shouldn't have a complaint about your mock. And with like a set, there's going to be something that you do complain. You can always kind of mock it
Ah,
up to fix it.
yeah.
But
No, and
also another thing, I love Ninjago City Gardens. It is my favorite thing, but each room has so detailed, but it's all closed in where I'm never gonna go back and look at those rooms again because it's all closed off. That's more of a building process. I like how this is open because you can
I
actually
agree.
look inside. Because Ninjago City Gardens, I built it a year ago, haven't even opened any of the rooms since then.
yeah, I like the way the AT-AT does it, where you can just lift off the side panel and
Mhm.
you can display it that way. Same with this, you can display it from the back or from the front.
Well,
See, this is
that's why I like the castle is because you can just literally open it up and
Mhm.
it looks
And that's
fit.
that would have been awesome if this had that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was honestly hoping for is we're gonna get something similar. Cause yeah, but I know I I, I feel like I'm giving it some hate, and I'm just being real. Like this is what I was hoping, but the final product we got was so amazing. Like at this point, we're just nitpicking. Um,
And yeah, I would agree with that. I do have another gripe. Although where's
There
the
are
photo?
stickers.
This is
there's a
beautiful.
lot.
This tiling,
Yes.
printed tiling work is awesome. You can see
Mm.
that in the back. There's so much of that. But
And I have a feeling we're gonna see that in certain sets coming up here soon because they didn't just make that piece just for. I don't know. It's weird because I feel like they made a lot of pieces just for this set, but I feel like we're gonna get a lot of these pieces in other sets too.
maybe it depends. I mean, they have to find a justification to do it. But also, this is a
Yeah.
$500 set. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is exclusive to this, just as a new figure would be.
Only
Lego
reason
Lock
you
has
would
the
open
Yeah,
this-
that is so true. That is true.
goodness.
Sorry,
gracious.
let me read that. Lego Lockin, the only reason that Ethan would open up any rooms would be to steal pieces. Yep.
That is so true.
You would never know. That's true. There are a lot of stickers in this. A lot of paintings. Even like the book that Bilbo is writing.
The
It's just like,
mithril armor piece. Yeah.
yep. It grinds my gears, man. For
But
$500.
you know what I'll say?
Yeah.
We got a lot of parts that are not stickers. Like there are a lot like all those tiles not being stickers is amazing. Like I'm super happy. I didn't want to put all those stickers down.
Wow,
But like,
I would agree.
Imagine that.
yeah, I know that would be oh my gosh.
Speaking of putting tiles down, that roof.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to no, okay. The one thing I do appreciate out this set, I think this is a set I'll be building over not in a week. It'll be like a few months because you can build each of those parts separately. And I'm guessing each of those are going to be like, because of how it goes together. Honestly, like I'll probably build one part of it, leave it for a bit, build another part at some point, leave it for like
Yeah.
nice thing is I feel like I can come back and do it whenever I want. Like I can finish to a part where it can actually is like pretty solid. Like if I just built the Council of Elrond scene, I feel like I could have that pretty solidly completed and I could go work on others. Like build it, come back, build it. I'm gonna take apart all my Harry Potter sets before I build this set just to make room for it. But
Oh boy, you're replacing a green roof with another green roof.
it's different. It's got that medium nougat in it and tan. So I mean,
Look at all those chairs, medium nougat, a little
Popsicle
popsicles and
Yeah.
glizzies. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Also, can I just say, I appreciate that all the chairs have ways for the short and tall figures to sit down.
That is really cool.
Like they used
Bilbo.
headlight bricks
Or not
for
Bilbo, Frodo.
all the like short characters, and then there's like for Elrond, there's like that curved piece for when he's sitting. So it's like it's not just the weirdness of like, oh, well, these figures, yeah. I don't know. I just really appreciate that detail that they're like, oh, we're gonna give you chairs and make it so you can have people sit down in it.
I'm also glad we got
I like
dual molded legs for the short ones.
I just think they should
Mhm.
have had hair on the feet. That's it. I'm joking. I know. I agree with that. I think that was a really good move. I'm also really glad we got Glorian, who isn't needed, but that is a cool dwarf beard, like that they made two of. And then we got a new Gimli's helmet that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Also, that print for Gandalf and Elrond is beautiful on the legs there. Like, I didn't know you could actually do more for Gandalf, but they did. Like, okay. Do you know what that hairpiece reminds me of for the elves? Zelda.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Are they all the
there.
same?
Yeah, they are. Sadly, I don't like it for Legolas, but I do like it. It's a nice new.
I
Yeah,
think
I don't know.
I think like we said before, if Lego is going to make a new part, it's helpful if they can find other ways to utilize it in other places.
Exactly.
Exactly. I really am kind of mixed about the axe and the swords.
I like the axe. I'm iffy about the swords. I don't know.
think they're a little too detailed.
I agree.
Yeah,
It feels very much like. Oh, sorry, Ethan, go on.
Oh, it feels like a brand. One of the
Yeah.
I can't pull up a brand right now.
I was gonna think like Firestar Toys was the only company I could think of. Like, I don't know. I agree. When I saw those, the axes have grown on me. The sword is still getting there. I think it's cool. Again, I think we're gonna see these in like the D&D sets, and if they do any more Lord of the Rings sets, like I don't think we're just gonna see these in the castle line coming up or whatever it is.
It feels like we're approaching action figure too much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just wait.
I don't know.
Arm joints and leg joints.
Yeah, if it gets to that point, ooh, I won't be happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I think they're still cool.
Yeah. Again, it's nice that we got 2 dwarves, we got like 5 elves, we got 5 hobbits, you know, we got like 3 humans, you know, including the wizard. So it's a good rotation that we, you know, it's not just the Fellowship. And I'm really glad it's not just the Fellowship and Elrond and a couple other people. Like,
okay, 2 questions. This is for the chat and for you too. Do you think you will buy the set? Ethan, you've already said yes. And then secondly, what other Lord of the Rings sets would you want to see made? Because this is not Lord of the Rings theme. This is Lego Icons Lord of the Rings. So,
oh really? I didn't know that.
I don't know, because you can technically find under Lord of the Rings theme on Lego.com, but it is also
Brickheads.
Icons. No, Brickheads, like any Lord of the Rings things have been in under. There's a Lord of the Rings tab on Lego.com.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's weird.
Yeah. I think it's icons. I think we're gonna start seeing sets that are icon, like Harry Potter. There's the Harry Potter icon set, which you can find in both Harry Potter and icons.
The way I understand it is the way I see it. I don't know if this is true, but if you're gonna make an 18+ model, it fits better as an icons in that theme, because that theme seems to be geared towards adults, whereas the individual themes are geared towards kids and kind of everyone who can afford it. Really, I think the icon sets are the premium quality displays that really only adults can afford, and that's why it's that age range.
I agree, but I think it still falls under the theme. So like Harry Potter icon still falls under the theme of Harry Potter. So there is technically a theme of Lego Lord of the Rings, but we have stuff. I think right now it's the castle. If we had a castle theme, it would still be considered icons, but it would still be considered part of the castle theme. I don't know if that makes sense. And I think Hobbiton would be great. I will be buying this set. I want to get it day one, but I'm iffy about, do I just wait for a good double VIP points? Do I wait for a good GWP I want? Because I haven't been saving up points for a bit, so I should be able to knock a decent amount off it. It's still a lot of money, so I might wait for double points. I'd love Minas Tirith. Yeah. I mean, the gift worth purchase for it right now, day one, is not great. So
yeah, you get, for those of you who don't know, you do get a free Frodo and Gollum brickheads with this when you purchase it, which I think they have an overstock and they're trying to get rid of them. But
I think it did so badly because it's not a good set. I think I would love to, I don't know. I want to get it. It's for sure. Any fantasy castle stuff I have to support at this point. And honestly, like if I could cut out all other, like if I could stop buying everything and just buy that and space stuff right now that comes up, I'd be pretty happy with that. So I think I want to get it, but options, Hobbiton, battle packs.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
don't even just do sets, just do battle packs. Like, do a Gondor battle pack, and then I don't know, a cool Black Gate, like a better version of the Black Gate or Thunk, like one of those big bad guy sets would be really cool. Um, I don't know. Osgiliath might be. I don't know. To me,
I think
Osgiliath would be cool. The ruined buildings and stuff, and having like a bunch of troops in it. But that's just me.
I agree. I think the Shire would be great. I would love
Mm.
to see a Minas Tirith. I would
Oh,
love to see. Go
Prancing
ahead.
Pony from Bree. Sorry,
Oh yeah. Mm, that'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
cool.
because you could use
Weathertop.
that for so much. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Weathertop would be good.
Whoops.
Ethan's
The
turned
eye
into a
tower, the
cat.
dark tower. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different things. Helm's Deep. There are a lot of different ways they could go with it. The question is, will they? Because looking at this set, having as many of the Fellowship as they have in it, it makes me feel like they might
But
not go in that direction until they retire this one. So like you get
I
one
think
Lord of the Rings set a year.
they could do something like what's the Rohan place, Ethan, besides Helm's Deep? Um
Oh, what is that?
gosh,
Just a
it's gonna
second.
bug me. Guys, Orcish Bricks, I know you're in the chat. Please help me out here. Edoras, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Edoras, people helping me out. Edoras would be super cool, kind of that Viking look to it with the thatched roofs. I would love to see that. And then I think they could do like, oh my gosh, but there's like 3 people who are the head of Rohan, basically main characters from Rohan, plus some Rohan soldiers that they could do in that set. That would just be for that. That would make, hey, like, wow, I'm really blanking on names here today.
They are tough
Theod-
names to be fair.
Theoden, and there's his niece and nephew. I'll put that. There we go. The Golden Hall. Yeah, we could get the Golden Hall, which would be amazing. And then again, as I said, Theoden, niece, nephew, and some Rohan. Thank you, Amir and Aowen is the 2 other names. But like again, and that you would get if you did that as a decent size, that would be a decent group right there. And you could get like Greamer Wormtongue in that set if you wanted to round it out nicely. So what I'm trying to say here is there's main characters from other parts of Lord of the Rings that they could do sets on that I think would be amazing. That you don't have to have that main group in. Like if they did the Black Gate or Minas Morgul, what's the Dark Tower? The Eye of Sauron. If you did that set, you could do Sauron. You could do blah blah. A bunch of orcs, the Mouth of Sauron. If you do, Orthunk again, then you could do Saruman. You could do Greamer Wormtongue. You could do an Ent that goes with that set, and then you could do a bunch of orcs. Like there are options that you could do with these sets that make it so you don't have to do the main trilogy. So, Ethan, sorry, I know you probably got some thoughts on what you would love to see.
I was glitchy for the last 2 minutes, so I haven't really heard a lot. But it's like having the Dark Tower, the Eye of Sauron, that would be a cool set. Minas Tirith would be cool as well. There's so many locations that I've seen in mock form would be really cool.
Right.
I think Minas Tirith would be cool if you just did one part of the wall with like a siege tower. Like I think that would be cool in a bunch of you don't have to give us the full thing, just kind of like they did with Helm's Deep in certain points of it. So I don't know. To me, it's like there's so much more you could do that you don't have to focus entirely on that amazing building because there is such amazing work in just that part. Like a $40 Ent thing would be cool. Like, I don't know. There's so much that they could do that I think that they didn't even touch on in the last in the waves that they've done. So.
Especially if they're gonna create them at this highly produced quality. Brad, weren't you the one who brought up in Thunderdome the Balrog?
Yes. I mean, if you want to go big,
that
like
would be
big
cool.
Creations like that, a Balrog, you could do an Ent at that size. Dude, I would love Oliphant siege weapons from like the siege tower was
that would
iconic.
Be cool.
Or even the warships that come up the river in the 3rd movie. Like, in my opinion, there's literally just look at one scene from any part of the Lord of the Rings movies, and there's something that you would, as I said,
every scene, every line is iconic for me.
Yeah,
The
like
soundtrack
look at
is
the
iconic.
exactly, and look at the different groups they're in. Like you could do that river when they're going down after they meet Gladriel, where they go down. There's the statues doing like kind of that. Like there's
Mhm.
so many iconic
That'd be good
scenes, no
micro
matter
scale
what
for a
part.
mock.
Exactly, and if anything, do stuff from The Hobbit. Like there's still significantly amazing
Lake Town.
stuff. Yes,
I see that.
dude, I would
see.
love a lake town at this size. That would be
With the
amazing.
like
So
the dragon.
with
That'd be cool.
Smaug attacking. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Have
oh.
part of it on
Ooh.
fire.
You're
the
speaking my
act like a
language.
good version of the mountain. Oh, honestly, what I really want is Mines and Moria. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could do some
Yes.
really cool stuff with Mines and Moria. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
saying what we all hypothesize what Lego could be doing. Lego just look at any of those different areas, put all like you did with this one, put all the different significant scenes together in a way, and there you go. There's a set, and you can get 20 of them
Merry
off
and
the top of
Pippin
my head.
Brickhead.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
But yeah, honestly, really, just do battle packs and the big sets like this, and Lord of the Rings fans will be happy.
Yeah. No, and honestly, like the stuff that we're talking about, I think as someone who is not necessarily the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but still knows enough about it, those things are more iconic than Rivendell.
Rivendell
I
is
don't know.
very
Rivendell's pretty
high.
iconic for me.
Yeah, to the nerdy Lord of the Rings people, I feel like anyone who like really loves Lord of the Rings, Rivendell
There's
is
nothing like, but when I think of Lord of the Rings, I think of the big tower, the big eye tower.
True.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily till the end.
Everyone. Okay, so
I think of Minas Tirith before I think of
the two people
Rivendell.
the two places people always want to go in Lord of the Rings is Rivendell and the Shire because it's peaceful. If you want to go for a big, I don't know, Ethan, you agree with me on that? Like,
I
that's always
totally
what I
agree
hear.
with you. Like, that's if I
And maybe
would
that's
love
why-
to go to Rivendell.
Maybe that's why Lego is focusing on Rivendell specifically because they don't want to put much battle stuff into it.
It's true, and they have been very, which I think Hobbiton would be the next choice for that. Then, if
Yeah.
they're gonna go for it,
I think so. That's what I would want. Rivendell and Hobbiton.
yeah. So, which I mean, kind of go together in a way, but it's like the hard thing is you just gave us all the main characters from Hobbiton, unless
Yeah.
you want to like the one thing as I could think is like the Gaffer. Trying to think here.
Maybe
what
they
would
could do a
call-
Hobbit style and have all the Hobbit characters.
Well,
in
I
that
think
one.
what you would do for the Hobbit is like Ferryman's Mill. I'm pretty sure it's called the Green Dragon Inn, and then a Hobbit Hole. Three very
Dragon.
iconic places. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sorry guys, we're just spouting off here what stuff
Yeah,
we love about
we're
Lord
having
of the
fun.
Rings. But I think the way to go about it is make iconic stuff like this and then battle packs.
That'd be awesome. I think if they went with the more battle style builds, that'd be great. Orcish Brick says, I want a rose cotton for no reason.
If you don't know, that's Sam's future wife. And then there's some other there's some really great characters that you could pull from the Hobbiton. So sorry, Matt, go on.
No, I'm just, I think, honestly, I think we beat this to death. I think we talked about it all that we could.
Okay,
I'm
I
sure
think
we
real
can-
question. Do you guys think this set is worth it for the $500? We haven't
I'd
picked
have
the
to
rest
build
of
it.
the sets.
I'd
I
have
would
to
have
build
to
it.
build it, yeah. But compared to the
Personally,
rest of the sets,
yeah.
6,000 pieces, $500, it's all right.
And I
It
think on
depends if
top
you're
of
a
it,
fan. I think it depends if you're a
Yeah.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings fan.
I think this set, like someone asked me, is this set or the castle better? And I just think it depends what you love. I think this
is tough.
isn't.
That is
I
very
think-
tough.
I think this set is for a certain audience. I think the castle is for another audience. But I think no matter what, if you're a fantasy or castle fan, this is one of the big sets you're going to want to get this year. Because I think there are going to be a couple other castle medieval things coming out this year, including the Viking Ideas set coming out later this year. So, yeah.
Well-
Oh, yeah. We got one other thing to quickly talk about.
I
don't we?
forgot.
I
yeah,
forgot
we
about
do.
that one.
We
Yeah.
do. I think we all forgot. And I think there's a reason that we forgot about it. But to end cap this, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, you want to go on to that? We can quickly.
Yeah. To
No,
end
go
cap
for it.
this, let us know if you will be picking it up, whether you're watching on the replay or if you're live with us right now. We want to know what you guys think.
And what you like, if you could pick one thing from Lord of the Rings that would get a set,
Yeah.
drop it in the comments right now.
Yeah.
I want to
Do it.
know, person.
So we also got Star-Lord's helmet, which also, as we all know, doubles as a pencil holder. What do we
Okay.
feel about this, guys?
Okay, the pencil holder thing hurts me though, because Maticus brought up, like, I think there's a couple people who brought up a great point to me. It's like, that's just gonna damage the Lego. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, whether it's ink, whether it's this thing slicing into it, that's just.
But I
Okay,
want to stop. I want to clarify this before we have a conversation about it. The designer was kind enough to
Yes.
share on Instagram why this is a feature. And it wasn't something that he necessarily included within the design when he was creating it. It was that he had built this set. It was displayed on his desk at work, and he just so happened to store his writing materials and office supplies inside of it. And somebody had noticed and likely took that with them through the marketing process. Now, being that it wasn't designed for that, that makes me wonder if it's even a good option.
Yeah, I agree. I will say, if you guys don't know, Aaron from Lego Master Season 1, he designed this set. So give him a follow on Instagram because he had some great thoughts about it.
Mhm.
But no, I
This is the
agree.
second set he's designed, I think.
Yes.
His other
He
one
did the
was really
penguin
good as well.
truck, the
Yes.
penguin ice cream truck in this one. I think it's
I like that he
I think it's always great to have a Lego designer actually clarify those things and be able to talk to the community, which is something that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
We're gonna say, Brett, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the same thing. I love it that he put out on Instagram being like, hey, this wasn't what this was designed for, but it was just something I happened to be doing. This was me. Like, so
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Sorry. I just wanted I really like that detail too, because it was
I wonder
I
if
think
the
it's
eyes are a
well
sticker.
designed.
Yeah, I would agree. I wonder if the eyes are a sticker. I know the
No.
mouthpiece is not.
Yeah. Oh, it's not?
No, when you get those curves, when you get the curves on those pieces, like for where the mouth area is, let me go back here. They will never include this as a sticker because it can't be applied on multiple surfaces.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's on flat surfaces only. But if those are prints, it's hard to tell with the eyes.
Eyes are flat, so I have a feel. Yeah, those are stickers. I can see the line for the sticker.
From what I could tell, I think they're stickers.
I think there's stickers too, but I think there's still hope. I want to have hope. I think for $80, and that's really what I want to talk about with this. For $80, I mean the clone helmets and the Boosh were $70. Where are we getting $80 from this?
It comes to my point from the last set, completion. I don't feel like this set is complete on the top there. And
would you rather have hair or empty like this?
I don't know, and that's the thing.
I don't know.
The hair and it
tricky.
looks good, but it would also been like $100 set then. So
I wouldn't even want it with the hair because then it's not the helmet; it's Star-Lord's head on a pike.
That's
like I don't want that.
That's so true.
It's a helmet. It's not a head or a bust.
Yeah. And that's why they didn't do it.
Is a bust. This is a helmet, and that's why they didn't do it. And I think a lot of people will obviously mock it, just as they did the Batman cowl, putting his face underneath. Is this one that you're gonna want to buy for $80?
I'm trying to. I don't even like the Marvel theme most of the time. I
like Star-Lord.
Star-Lord's like cool.
Top.
Ethan's a big Chris Pratt fan.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say no to this one?
I'm gonna say
I'm not the biggest fan of the helmets.
Okay.
I'd rather buy the
Looks
Harry
good
Potter dot set than this set.
I think this is the best picture. That's why I included this one. For some reason, it fits well with the shelf in this instance. This woman in the back, she's really intensely reading a book.
It's one of those sets that's better to look at from a lower angle, so on a top shelf.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's actually a really good point.
So, and most people display the helmets on the top. I think that would be the top.
Best Dots themed helmet yet. This girl looks like she should be building something Ahsoka. She has the Ahsoka colors.
Yeah, no, you're kind of right.
All right, that was news. We ended on a downer. I was almost going to put that beforehand, but I wanted to.
We should have.
But
only we had some amazing memes.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Okay, I want to give a big shout out to BrickSoxus on our Discord server, which if you're not in our Discord server, you should be joining that. Because I was like, before the show, Ethan was like, I didn't grab memes this week. And he
I
was
didn't
like,
even
I
know
was
that was
like,
my thing.
yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to check the Discord and see if we have any good memes. And I was laughing my butt off while looking at these. So are you guys ready for these? Okay, because
I'm never ready.
get your smiles ready because you're going to have some fun, guys. All right, ready? You ready? Studbud's live stream. Brad, Ethan, super pixelated. Matt, Zay. I saw this. This is the first one. I was losing it.
It's so true. No
It
offense,
really is.
Ethan. But it's
That is
true.
hilarious.
Like this is the
Especially
perfect
last stream.
representation. Oh yeah, I know, right? This is the perfect representation of a Studbud's live stream.
He's not censored out, folks. It's just
No,
because
no,
Black Eye
it's just
stinks.
all right. Let's go to the next one.
Perfect.
Mom, who's your favorite? UCS Star Destroyer, UCS Falcon. Sweetie, I love you both equally. Zane, it's you, and by a lot, UCS Falcon. This one's from last week's show for sure.
Yeah, we asked Zane because he was showing us his new Razor Crest, which UCS set is his favorite. And I was surprised that he said that he would put the Razor Crest over the Falcon in terms of the model, but he does not like that Star Destroyer because it's just so fragile.
Yup.
It's the worst.
I just found this hilarious. So
That is, yeah.
all right. Brad trying to give a bit of criticism to the new Star Wars sets. Will you shut up, man? You're a Castle fan.
Will you shut up, man? Oh my goodness.
I
think
appreciate
you know
that one.
what makes these memes good is that like they're so accurate, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, these are my favorite. Like, all right. Me, when I find out a brick separator isn't used for launching Lego bricks. You lied to me. How many other lies have I been told by the Jedi Council?
Yeah, I think
Alright.
a lot of people thought that a brick separator was also good for like a door stop. Like you could
Yeah.
shove it underneath your door
Yeah, I don't know. They're brick
or a
separator.
slide.
A
Alright.
little tech deck.
Sure.
Snowboard.
Stud buds. Trivia time. Thunderdome drowning. Lego conspiracy theory.
Aww.
I think we should tell people Thunderdome's coming back and real soon. We had a great idea for it, which I can't actually remember. I think I wrote it down though. So
I know the idea is.
okay.
We're not announcing
gonna,
it today, are we? Or are we waiting for Zane?
I can't remember if we're gonna do that next week. We'll do it sometime soon, and you
I think
guys
we
will
were-
find out.
I think we were supposed to do it today, but that's okay.
Yeah, well,
It's okay.
we'll do it. We'll do it. All right. All right, you ready? There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Lego Galador.
Actually, Brad and I met him.
I know we brought this up so many times at this point.
Go to Rochester with us this year, and you might be able to meet him again.
We'll see. All right. Instagram, Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, all other platforms they will conquer. The stud bot.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're not following us on TikTok or Instagram, or if you're not part of the Discord server, what are you doing?
Or if you're not listening to us on Spotify, you can now listen to us on Spotify. We upload the show after every week, starting last week, I think 2 weeks ago it started. So we are getting the stud buds to Spotify again. We're making sure that you guys, for those who just want to listen to it, you can now just go listen to it. So
and if you are a Spotify fan out there, thank you for listening.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
thank you so much.
Yeah, and for the Spotify fans, I'm sure looking at these memes are amazing.
All I'm saying, go watch on YouTube. So
Yeah, if you're
All right.
if you're missing it, come to the live show with us.
all right, I think this is the last one. What would you do when you became the Lego CEO? Zane. So, anyways, I started firing. For those who don't understand this, last week we asked everyone, what would you do when you became the CEO of Lego? And Zane was just going off about how he would fire most of the people on staff.
Danny DeVito 2 pistols. Oh my goodness.
I lost it at this one. This one was my favorite.
That's perfect.
Guys,
These are-
Brick
these are-
Stop for these amazing meme submissions. If you got memes, go drop them in our Discord, and we'll talk about them next week. So yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. That was cool. We definitely needed that after Star-Lord's helmet.
We did. But going into a very interesting topic, and we talked about, some stuff got leaked. I think that leads us in to our question of the week.
It's time for the question of the week.
So last week, and I'm guessing if you watched the show, we didn't talk about it personally, but if you did watch the show and you're part of the LEGO community, you know about what I am calling Leakageddon, or Leak Falls. Yeah, Leakageddon. Okay.
Leaky times. This is
So
our intro. This is
yeah,
like
wait.
Aw.
Yeah, wait. That's a throwback. So last week a ton of leaks got dropped. Now we're not going to go into details about them, but it made me start really thinking about how leak culture has kind of gotten a little bit. It's not a good thing when stuff gets leaked in that capacity anymore. And because if you don't know, like, tons of images got leaked, information about sets, and it's all because supposedly there was a survey that went out and to some adult fans of Lego, and they took screenshots of the sets and stuff. Now people are getting videos removed and Instagram stuff taken down, and one big thing is people are going like, oh my gosh, this never happened. No, this happens all the time. If there's a confidential mark on something, that's going to get taken down. You do not want to be posting that kind of thing. If you are a content creator, if you are doing even Instagram, stay away from that. Maybe sharing it to a story is kind of fine in a way, but just don't do that. It's not a good thing at all. And because you can get accounts taken out. And if you're like, well, why did my video get taken down? Well, you just shared something with a giant confidential mark on it. So look, leaks are not a good thing like everyone thinks. Now, I like a good rumor because it lets me kind of know what's going into, what might be coming out later in the future. But I don't think leaks are as good of a thing. And also on top of that, a lot of times stuff that gets leaks is taken as fact. It's not taken as, like, people see something and then absolutely jump to all these conclusions. So I want to talk about leaks with you guys, and not what happened, but just kind of that toxicity of that leak community that has started springing up recently.
I think to start, also, it's good to highlight, especially with this round of images that I'm sure everybody has seen. We're not, like Brad said, we're not going to talk about them specifically. I don't want to, because I run a risk with LAN of making them upset, and I don't want to do that. That's kind of a part of the agreement that I have with them. And the thing is, we're technically allowed to talk about them, just not share the photos. And I don't want to even walk that line because of what Odo actually just said, which was brought to my attention as well by the Lego Ambassador Network, how much leaks genuinely do affect not only the marketing of the set, but like the artist, the designer that put so much love, time, and energy into their model. Moto says leaks suck. They completely undercut the designer and kill any celebration for them. Yes, it's true.
Sure.
And I know there's different sources saying that there was no NDA signed. There was an NDA signed. It's hard to tell. In this instance, who
which
might
for the
have messed up, because I feel like somebody messed up along the line.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we don't know if these sets are coming out or not. They're kind of just at this point still rumored, because even if something is a leak for 2024 in the future, it's hard to tell how much something will change in that time frame.
Can I talk about this for a second too? Because this was another thought I had on that too. What these images were leaked, it was a survey too. There was some sort of survey happening. Now, for the record, Lego could have put fake stuff in there just to get these people's general ideas of what was going on. So all those sets you got leaked may not even actually happen. And there's also, I don't know how true this is. I've heard rumors that, if if a set gets leaked, sometimes, a company will try to pull away from, like, let's say something gets leaked for Star Wars. Disney might try to pull away from working with Lego because they don't trust them at that point or something like that. I don't. I've heard all these rumors about that where it's like, that can sometimes sets won't get made because they got leaked so heavily in such an early process. So Lego just doesn't make them. So that can actually affect whether or not we can get a Lego set. On top of that, what gets leaked is taken as truth so much. Again, they might not happen. And what you saw was a prototype. All those leaks I saw were definitely prototypes. You can definitely tell because of certain stuff that was in them. So all that stuff, everyone was going crazy, like, oh my gosh, this one thing had this in it. You don't know if that's actually going to be in the final product because from what I understand, a Lego designer creates up an idea, and so maybe there's something he wants in there that he puts in. Maybe it'll never actually happen because Lego, and then Lego, it's like, well, you got to scale back this kind of thing. You can't do this. Make
They
it
paint
smaller.
parts. Sometimes it's not even
Exactly.
the right color, like when they're in model process.
Exactly. So what you saw could not be true. And I think this is something I want to bring more light to because I feel like a lot of people are just taking this stuff as fact. And so all this stuff is getting spread and no one's actually staying level-headed behind it. Something got leaked that is very interesting to me, and I really hope it does happen for the record. I am very excited if it's true. But I got 50 people blowing up my DMs going, have you seen this? Blah, blah, this. And I absolutely love that I've built in a community where people want to message me about that type of thing. Absolutely. If something else comes out about that, be happy to message me on Instagram. I'm very excited to talk about it with you guys. But the thing is, I had to think level-headedly, and I had to think about it because I had so many people message me. I had to start thinking about it in a different way because I realized what we were seeing was not going to be what we were going to end up seeing. And if we create this idea of what we're going to get from these expectations are high, and then when they're not met, we hate, we ended up bashing them, which then affects the designers in a way. So all I'm saying is stay level-headed when you see leaks about stuff like that. I don't know. What other guys you thoughts on this type of situation or leak culture in general? So I want to get my thoughts.
Yeah, I kind of gave my thoughts specifically for this instance, and kind of
It's
in
really
general.
really, I agree with what y'all say. I mean, especially with the designers. If I were to design a set, I want to have a proper reveal and not let it get leaked. I mean, that would be not fun.
It ruins the momentum. Like, imagine going to bed and then waking up and then like your half finished design. It's like an artist painting a picture. If somebody walks in and thinks, "Oh, that's a terrible painting," well, I'm not done with it. Like, it's not complete. And I don't know. Especially if there is disappointment with whatever the final product is. If it doesn't include something that people were looking forward to that might have been in the original leaked photo, then that kills the excitement. I think that also it comes down to the selfishness of the individuals who want the attention for posting these. Like, why would you risk it? Let's say this person did sign an NDA. I mean, in other instances, I'm sure people do. Why would you risk your job, your livelihood, potentially your reputation, for sending a photo on the internet for people like us to be giddy about? Like, what's the point? I don't understand.
No community building. Like, if you post a picture of a leak, it doesn't build your community. It's just you have your 15 minutes of, oh, this is great, and then people forget about you because who's gonna?
Well, on top of that, all these people, I'll see it on TikTok. I'm gonna might get some people mad at me. People share leaked images on TikTok and Instagram, and they don't add anything to it, and that pisses me off. I'm like, yo, it's something like I've noticed a lot. It's like, if you're gonna talk about a Lego set, why are you just being like, yo, this is okay, I can go find that on lego.com, whatever. Like, oh, all the leak pages are talking about this one thing, but you're not going to add anything to it. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're actually sharing this, at least give some thoughts behind it. Like, I don't know. Sorry, that's a whole nother thing, but it's just like that I don't know. I was a pet peeve of mine that came up because I saw everyone sharing this. And I was like, you just added nothing. You just said, hey, check this out. And we're all like, yeah, we've seen it. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, they want clicks. And that's what Mona says too.
Yeah.
Well, we both at the same time.
Yeah. Sorry. I got it. Leaks are about the views, but it's short term and not value. And I agree. It doesn't add anything. And I will say, I would rather get a small rumor about something that's going to come out later this year to get excited about, and then get high quality images and a big announcement thing from Lego and just absolutely blow up. Like, I remember the castle. I mean, I'm going to use this as an example because it was something that was rumored. We got some ideas of what it might look like leaks wise about that 90th anniversary castle. What was it? BrickCon? LegoCon?
Yeah.
What's their big?
LegoCon.
Yeah, LegoCon, and the spaceship. You know, we got rumors of what those were going to be. We saw full on images and videos talking about them. I was blown away. I was jumping around and screaming of joy because I was so excited to see those final products.
And I think
I don't know.
LegoCon, like a lot of people bash on LegoCon, but if leaks and rumors didn't happen, I think LegoCon, everyone would love LegoCon because
I agree.
it would have that's the announcement that they make.
Well, didn't everyone that first year of LegoCon get on LegoCon because it was like, oh, we already saw all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but that's because we all saw the spoilers and leaks. That wasn't their fault, like at all. So
Yeah. No, it's sad the way that things work. And yeah, it's a shame. I'm sure the people who work for the company are losing their minds in terms of when something like what just happened last week happened. It's sad. But also, like, I think back to when I enjoyed leaks, it's not even with Lego, it's with films. So like Ant-Man, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the new Quantum Mania film, the entire script got leaked. The entire script.
Really?
Pretty much.
Oh, really?
Parts might have been out of order, whatever. I didn't look at it. I don't care because I want to go and watch the movie.
Yeah.
The only time that I enjoyed leaks was actually for Star Wars Episode 7. I knew the entire film, front ways, back ways, and sideways. I knew deleted scenes that weren't even in the film when I went to watch it. That was fun for me because I kept up with a podcast that covered those things. And I think, looking back, I know Lego doesn't do this. I genuinely don't think that they do. I know people make the joke sometimes or have the theory that they do intentionally leak things, but I genuinely don't think they do. I think sometimes big movies, big film projects, in order to get hype going for something will. Not something like the whole script being leaked. That's different. But I knew Han Solo, spoiler alert, would not make it through episode 7. And I told a couple people who really wanted to know like what the big reveals from the film, who like don't care about being spoiled, and they didn't believe me. And then they watched the film and they were like, you were right.
Can I just say, I got pissed when going into that movie because someone told me, it was like, you want to know who dies in that film? I was like, no. I literally, it's like, you want to know a major spoiler about it? I was like, no, I don't.
And they told
like,
you anyways.
No, they didn't tell me who it was, but they just, and that's a, dude, I didn't want to know that because I went through the whole film and be like, all right, who's going to die here? Like,
Right. Well, and I think in certain instances for people who like don't care, that's fine. Like for that film, I didn't care. I wanted to keep up with like the production process and like getting information in and seeing what will make it into the film and not. Like I enjoyed it from that perspective, but I think from a product place where it's not like this whole film that can evolve and change over time in a very different way. It just stinks for everybody. It stinks for the fans and it stinks for the designers.
Yeah. And I think there is a lot of people who have built, I don't know, they absolutely love leaks, but it's like, why can't we just wait? Like, I think that's starting to get like a bigger question in my mind. It's like, why? Like, I honestly kind of want to start unfollowing all those leak accounts, but it's like, if I don't follow them, then someone else is just going to send it to me at this point. Like,
we're gonna know. We're gonna find out anyways. We're gonna see it somewhere. I mean, you can't avoid it, and that's also what. Because I know there are people out there who don't want to be spoiled for Lego, and they try specifically to not be. But how possible is that?
Yeah, when it's literally I'm scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, and that's all I see as part of the Lego community. Like, or I open up YouTube, and that's like the first thing. It's like this big thing just got leaked, and it's like, you kidding me? Like, it's cool. Again, I like rumors because I like to kind of, again, if I at the beginning of the year was told these are the sets that will be coming out this year, I'd be like, yo, okay, that excites me. And it didn't tell me when, it didn't tell me, but I'm like, okay, I know that I'm gonna have to save up for these 3 sets this year. And there's like all these other sets I'm about to spend money on. I shouldn't spend money on because I know that there's gonna be these 3 big sets coming out this year. I'd be so happy with that. But I don't want the images. I just like to know the rumors once in a while. I don't know. That's for me personally. Like, so
I gotta recharge my camera battery. Give me 1 second. Ethan, what do you think? You've been quiet.
I mean, I totally agree with y'all. I mean, about the designers, and even if you're like like a land member, I think you kind of have some inside information. You create a video, and you post the video on that date. But when leaks happen prior to that, it kind of affects the designers. It affects the people in land. It affects like the people that have worked hard to get in that situation. So.
That's a good point too. I didn't even think about that. Where it does actually, I mean, it does affect the people in land because I'm guessing, Matt, you make content, you wait for that day where you can actually talk about it, and then all these low quality images just get sprung onto the internet, and you're like, well, okay.
Honestly, it really sucks. Like, I didn't hate leaks as much until LAN, and that's not just because of like my ability to get information early and then post about it on the date that the embargo hits, but like knowing on the back end how much it upsets certain people, like I finally get it.
Yeah.
And like as someone who is creating content as well, sometimes it's nice to know what's coming. So I get from a non-land member place, it's nice to know what's down the pike. So you can save, like you were saying, Brad. But for my position, like if something gets leaked, and it's already happened multiple times where I've gotten information early and then like an hour before I'm about to post it or before I can post it, it's leaked, or even a day before or 2 days before. It's like pointless at that point for me to then, it feels pointless. I still do it anyways because I want to be on the cusp of what's official, but it stinks as a content creator in LAN.
For me, the one thing is like at this point, I want to know Moto's going off on leakers in the chat. I disagree with this comment right here. You can unfollow leak accounts and keep speculation accounts.
It's hard.
See, this is the problem. I follow so many hashtags for castle, for space, because I want to know what people in the community are doing and talking about, because it's what I make content about on YouTube at this point. And also I try to stay up with the castle community, and I'm trying to get into the space community more just because I want to be a big part of those communities. The thing is, something comes out for one of those, it gets shared on a leak. I am part of some Facebook group that I, see, again, same thing about, it gets dropped. Thousands of people that I follow will just share this stuff. And it's not even
TikTok scrolling on random For You page.
Yeah.
It knows your algorithm, knows you like Lego. It's gonna
exactly. So at this point, for me personally, because of where I am in the Lego community and what I'm trying to do, it's really hard to stay away. Now, I agree with Leo Lock, and I think non-photo leaks are good. Like, hey, knowing a price about
titles and price points.
Yeah, those are fun. I like those. But again, I mean, I could do without them. Yeah, but it's nice. It's definitely nice to know. I don't know, man. I think sometimes more and more, like, again, now what I'm trying to do is, like, when I know a Blacktron set's coming out, if I knew about the Blacktron set and I was in this mindset more earlier, I'd want to make sure I got the Blacktron video out, because that way all those people who want to know more about Blacktron can get a great video talking about the history of Blacktron. And that's like kind of a big goal of mine, is to make sure that I can keep up with that kind of stuff. But like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Every time that I see a leak, I'm like, how is this, so
let me ask you guys,
if there's
this.
a leak,
or go ahead, Ethan.
If there was a leak that a certain part was going to be available on the paddle, I would like to know that.
It's true. That's different though. That's a part. That affects nobody.
If Ethan knew the fern piece would be available on the paddle from the Rivendell early. Oh my goodness.
If I wanted to be a bad person, I would buy them all and sell them on Bricklink for $2 a piece.
Let
would
me
never do
ask you
that.
this. What do you think? Do you see a world where there aren't any leaks?
No, it just gets worse and worse unless Lego shuts down their process so hard.
It would probably make working for Lego a little more difficult.
Yeah, even in
Right.
like retail stores, it'd be even worse to try to get in. And some of those places need people. So it's like, I,
It's hard to think from every different perspective.
But
It's
I
I
could
think
see a
I
world
think
if
there are
like,
I think there are some big sites out there. I'm not going to name names because we already know what they are. But there are some big sites, some big actors out there that I think if they shut them down, they wouldn't have as big a problem as they have, though.
which I'm surprised a lot of those places haven't gotten shut down yet, but at the same time, they aren't sharing confidential info. They're smart and either like, I know there's Instagram accounts that have like privated accounts just for certain like confidential leaks just to make sure that they don't get banned on their main
Right.
one. And I've seen it also like unless it's something that's actually not confidential, like has that confidential logo, then they don't share it. And that's how they've gotten smart and gotten away with it.
Yeah. I think it's all a legal issue. Like, if they're
Yeah.
doing something that's actually bad enough that like can come after them legally, then that's different. But you're right, Brad. They're not doing anything that
No,
terrible. But I'm curious to see what the future entails for how Lego goes about it, because I can't imagine them not trying to pursue something at this point. With as bad as it is, it seems like it's getting worse.
oh yeah, last 2
Yeah,
years.
I think it just feels like it got worse because of that one thing. Yeah, because
I think it's getting worse because Lego has grown so fast in the last 2 years since COVID. It's just getting very popular.
I
More
think
What
it-
people,
hasn't leaked?
more.
I agree, Ethan. I agree
I mean,
completely.
like full images or like. at
I'm
least-
trying to think. It seems like everything that we've seen lately come out from Lego has been leaked early. I can't remember
like
one.
video
at least
sets
like a
that just re-
name, like a name and no, like Matt. Do you mean like images or actual like photo leaks? Like sorry, or like just like name titles and price points.
When was the last point a Lego set came out? It's like, I was not prepared for this. I'm excited. I want to get it. Nothing. No rumor. Nothing. No photos. I
I'm
meant
quickly
originally
looking.
specific photos, but
Chinese New Year sets? I kind of didn't know, but like I don't know.
they leaked.
Did they? Okay, I don't.
In
I
my
didn't-
world, from what I saw, they leaked.
I'm not up to date with everything, so I'm not someone to.
No,
It's just like
there's some
I see
city
everything
sets.
before.
Yeah, some city sets I kind of didn't see coming.
There was the Blacktron GWP was something. No, the Bionicle one was just. It just came up and it was out before I was like,
No, that was leaked.
The
I saw
Bionicle
plenty of-
one was, but I don't think the Blacktron one was.
The
I
Blacktron
remember
had
there's
rumors.
a GWP. There's a GWP that was like, whoa, that's out already. I remember.
Things behind with the times.
Yeah, Ethan,
Yeah.
that was like I remember seeing leaks for the Bionicle one like ages ago.
I don't think the
last
Blacktron
year.
one. Did the Blacktron one leak?
The
I don't think
Blacktron
it
one
did.
didn't get. I think like right around when it got dropped, it got a couple images leaked. But we knew a Blacktron name was coming because I remember me and my friends were talking about that. Just like me and people who join classic themes were talking about it. I will say though, I don't think I ever told this story. I was getting off a plane for Tennessee. I think I was landing in Tennessee and I was just getting off a plane. I turned my internet, and had all these notifications from people on Instagram, and a ton of people had sent that to me. And I was so excited. I was like losing it on the plane just because I thought that was the coolest set. I still haven't built mine, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. If you're a leaker out there, you better be careful because Moto is going to come after you. You don't have to worry about Lego. You have to worry about Moto.
yeah, I'm quickly looking through like the new. Again, I think all this stuff that's been leaked is just like not been leaked as city stuff that really no one cares about in a way. It was just like,
Or their fan base are younger.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower was leaked. Jazz Club was leaked. Was
Yeah.
the A-Frame cabin was definitely leaked.
Yeah. I mean, the hard thing about idea sets is that they were all
Yeah, I don't.
idea sets are, because they're based off something everyone always knows they're coming, so it's hard to be like, yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Ray the Castaway is very minimal. That was the GWP. I don't know.
Maybe it depends on what they know will get clicks. What Star Wars, for instance, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, if you
for
do,
instance.
yeah.
Like those big hot items are the ones that people want to leak because people care about them more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I really
Moto,
can't
don't
think
leave. Don't leave, Moto.
Yeah, at this point, I can't think of anything recently that hasn't been leaked. So, yeah, well, I think that wraps up that discussion on that. I think that's very interesting, and hopefully, we warned you guys about a little bit of stuff. Again, if you're someone who's posting, don't touch that. It's gonna hurt your accounts. It's gonna hurt. Like if you ever want to try to work with Lego, it could definitely hurt you. I think talking about them with friends, if you want to talk about a rumor with a friend, that's perfectly fine. I recommend that. It's fun to discuss those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we got to say. Ethan, you want to take us out?
Well, speaking of leaks, I have nothing to talk about with leaks because they are the worst.
Our TikTok got leaked. Oh my gosh, we have a TikTok now.
Oh no. Oh yes, we do. Recently we got a Stud Buds TikTok, so if you aren't following that, I highly recommend checking that out. And also check out Stud Buds on Instagram. Check out these two beautiful Stud Buds and Zane. Follow Zane as well.
Do you guys have any content that people should know about coming out? Sorry, I
always have content coming out.
Is there anything big that people might want to know about that's coming up for you, Matt?
I got someone helping me with an edit. This is a Stud Buds exclusive. I got someone helping me with an edit on the back end for a YouTube highlight video for some live stream stuff that I was doing. So if you haven't watched the live streams, maybe think about watching the highlight reel and then coming to hang out if you enjoyed that. So yeah, I got that on the way because I'm busy with some other stuff. And yeah, this week was hectic for me. And this month is catch-up month. I've been working slowly on getting through everything. I have a ton of sets still to review, and I haven't forgotten about them. So I'm working on it. If you want reviews, come over to my YouTube channel. But don't forget also, if you're not following me on TikTok, that's where the real fun is.
Ethan, you got anything?
I finished a YouTube video the day before the convention. I was like, you know what? I gotta finish this video for a mock. And I had zero sleep that night. I was like, oh, what time is it? And I didn't go to sleep that day before the convention. And that's why I'm just super exhausted. I had probably single digits of sleep in the last 5 days.
Combined?
So, not good.
Probably. Not a lot. But I have a YouTube video. I'm really happy with it. I spent so long with that YouTube video. I think it's at 9 minutes. It's a 9-minute YouTube video. I'm very happy with. I'm excited to show you guys, and I'll probably post that. I don't know when I'll post it. Probably either Sunday or Monday. Probably one of those 2 days.
You got to be subscribed so you're the first to see it.
Yes, subscribe to Ethan the Artisan. YouTube has been really good to me, and I right now I don't have any short form videos, so I need to make some of those. Probably make one tonight. We'll see if I can get one done tomorrow. But that's basically all for me. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I got 4 Pick-a-Brick cups. I got the Pick-a-Brick wall at this convention. There was so many boxes. There's probably 16 boxes of parts plus their Pick-a-Brick wall. So there was so many.
Got a lot of
coral piece. This
nice.
Wait, where is it? It's the 1x3 in that that yellowish color, not yellow, but the lighter version of it. There's some coral. There's so many good parts. I didn't get a large quantity of any. It was kind of a little bit of everything. I kind of just did a handful of each box of the parts that I wanted, but I thought I'd show those. But what about you, BrickingUpBrad?
Well,
What's not coming out for me is the better question. This Friday should be the every Space CMF video coming out. Next Friday should be every Blacktron with my new series Spaceport. I got a bunch of shorts coming out, and on top of that, I'm doing a bunch more the 2x4 table lives over my stream. Sorry, my YouTube channel. We just did Rivendell today with Maticus, which was really great live stream, and I highly recommend if you want like a deeper dive into the set and just more thoughts on it. We did that today, like literally 3 hours ago. And then I did Lego Army Building with Shy Time is My Time this past Friday, which was a very awesome live stream. We talked everything Army Builder. What we don't like about army building, what the community thinks of army building, just so much there. And that is actually gonna be chopped into some shorter form videos, just so you guys can enjoy it if you didn't want to watch the full live stream. So literally just subscribe to my YouTube channel because there's so much. And then I am 900 subscribers away from hitting 10K. And if I hit 10K, when I hit 10K, I'm gonna be propping open my medieval marketplace and doing a 10K special live stream.
Oh, that's the one with that's awesome. That's cool.
That's the big one.
I've been saving that one for a while for a very special occasion, and hitting 10K subscribers to me is a very special occasion. So
Congrats.
that's all I got. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great, wonderful day. And of course, don't forget to be awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.